No Ronaldo, no Rashford into the starting lineup for Manchester United. No Scott McTominay because he is really suspended for this game in here. And as you see onto your left, right side, there is the confirmed Manchester United starting 11 versus a side which goes by the names of Aston Villa in there. Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. I go by the names of RD in here. Smash the like button, comment and share. We are back like never before here onto the Manchester United Matters channel. Remember, we do 100% Manchester United news. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. This is the Manchester United Matters channel. And if at all you've been watching us for the very long time we've been here, you guys deserve to be really great. Some surprises: Harry Maguire not starting. I really like that because I really feel like Lindelof and Rafael Varane really had a very good game against Aston Villa, and it would really have been very bad for us to start a team that, to change this team totally, that really went ahead and got a result via a side which goes by the names of Aston Villa at Old Trafford in the FA Cup, where we knocked them out in there on the round of 64. Now we are on to the round of, is it 32 in there? So that's where Manchester United is. And almost the same team that played Aston Villa at Old Trafford has been brought in there. I'm really trying to fill up and really get up you the team of Manchester United as you see it there, but I really want to show you how it's really going to stand in there and how it's well demarcated in here onto the Manchester United Martinez channel. That's our team. That's the team of Manchester United. David De Gea starting in goal. Diego Dalot right back. I'm surprised that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not really playing into the right back, because I thought that Diego Dalot, having played in the midweek, you never know, Aaron Wan-Bissaka would have come into play. But I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to come through on Wednesday when United is playing a side which goes by the names of Brentford in there. Victor Lindelof and Rafael Varane maintaining their positions in there. Alex Telles coming in for the suspended Luke Shaw. Nemanja Matic comes in for Scott McTominay, and Freddie playing to the double midfield pivot. Elanga plays off the left attacking side of the midfield. Bruno Fernandes playing as a central attacking midfielder. Greenwood playing off the right attacking side of the midfield, and Edson Cavani is leading the line for a team which goes by names of Manchester United. Guess what? Ralf Rangnick has shifted from a 4-2-2 to a 4-2-3-1. I don't know whether is it for a good cause or any other cause, I don't know, but I really feel like this is the best time to see to it that United switches back to another formation, because we have been really exposed a lot in a 4-3-2 in there, because players look like they are rigid. They fail to come in through and grasp what the manager is telling them, and the manager has told them, all right, let's stick to what you guys have been playing, because we need to fight up for certain things in there, because this game comes in a very better position in there for Manchester United after a team that is known as Chelsea has gone ahead to be beaten by Man City in there. And if at all United wins its 3 games they have in hand, they are really going to be 3 points behind the team which goes by names of Chelsea. And when does that start? It starts immediately with Aston Villa in here. That's what we are all about in here. And all what we want in this game is a win. It's not going to be an easy one to win. That's what I can really come out and promise you guys. It's not going to be an easy one. If at all you expect to be an easy one, you guys are joking. It's really going to be a hard one. But there is a statistic that really favors United a lot, that Aston Villa has not won Manchester United at Villa Park since 1995. Can you imagine? That means United has a very better pedigree than a team which goes by the names of Aston Villa. When we go to the bench of Manchester United, we have the following players: Phil Jones, Harry Maguire. It's good to see that Harry Maguire is on the bench. They're having Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, Tom Heaton, Jordan Sancho, Dean Henderson, and Danny Van Beek. That means United really has lots of cases of COVID in there, because you see, even the number of players, they're having 8 players, and they've brought in even 2 goalkeepers onto the bench of Manchester United. It shows you the shortage of players in there. But just know, I've not seen Ahmad, just know there are very many cases in there at Manchester United. But all in all, United has to go on playing their game of football in here. Marcus Rashford and Cristiano Ronaldo are known in the squad. That's what we have now in there. So that's the confirmed Manchester United lineup as you see it on the screen in there. Allow me bring you the lineup of a team which goes by the names of Aston Villa, because we all need to know before we go into the breakdown of this game. We all need to get the opponent's team and know how we are really going to tussle it out in there. Who has Steven Gerrard brought? They've brought Martinez, they've brought Mcash, Konsa, Mings, and Digne. Remember, Digne just signed for them, I think, on Wednesday this week, and surprisingly, on Saturday, he's into the starting lineup of a team which goes by the name of Aston Villa. Samson, David Luiz, and Ramsey. Megan is suspended, is out. Watkins, Ings, and Buendia. That is the starting lineup of a team which goes by names of Aston Villa in there that Steven Gerrard has brought in there. It looks unchanged also, apart from Ming and Digne in there. Digne is in and Ming is out, and the other left, and Target is also out, and I think Target is on the bench. When you look at the bench of Aston Villa, we are having M. Target, Jed Steer, Ashley Young, Felipe Coutinho next to the bench. Remember, he has just signed on loan from Barcelona in there. We are having Keine, Kessler Hayden. We are having Cote House, Kane Chukwemeka, Cameroon Archer, and Team Emeka Rogoban in there. That is the bench of a team which goes by names of Aston Villa in there for you. And that's how they're really going to come on and take on a side which goes by names of Manchester United in there. Now, United comes into this game with a very big opportunity in there to see to it that if at all they win it, they'll be... Arsenal's game has been suspended, so this helps United to close down to the same number of games that Arsenal has. When United wins today, they will be equaling Arsenal the same number of games played, and they will have played 34 points. They would have played 20 games, and they will have collected 34 points in there. So that's good to see to it that we equal games with people like Arsenal in there. And Tottenham Hotspur 2 is at 18 in there today. So we wait and see what really comes up and happens into this game in there. So that's why United has to win this one. This is a do or die, the remaining games of Manchester United, because there is going to be a very big stretch for the top 4 positions in there. Sorry, the top 3. I think second, third, and fourth there is really going to be a very big stretch in there. If Manchester United comes in and wins all its games, and it will be 3 points behind Chelsea in there, that shows you that it's really going to be a very hard race in there, because it looks like Man City have really cleared their way to go in and be announced as the champions in there. Not in a bad way in there, because me, as a person who supports Manchester United, there is no way I can really come out and wish Man City well. You get? And I can wish Man City well. But in the game that Man City played against Chelsea, we all wanted Chelsea to be beaten, because we have to see to it that at least we have 2 spots to fight for. Yes, that's it. Let's put up those 2 spots to fight for in there. No one is going to be comfortable in there. I think the second, third, and fourth positions are not yet clear and known to who is really going to come on and take them off, because it's all clear and written all over the world that there is going to be a very big race between the third and fourth positions in there. The second position, if Liverpool wins its 2 games, Liverpool will be 8 points behind Man City, and I don't know whether they'll go ahead and catch it, unless otherwise a team which goes by names of Man City loses points, something that I don't really think it's going to happen, and Man City will go on and do it. Smash the like button, comment, and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on the videos that we upload in here on a daily. But I would like to credit the manager of Manchester United for really choosing to bench a man who goes by names of Harry Maguire in there, returning back from injury. And this is what football is all about. You should appreciate a player who has played very well, because Lindelof and Rafael Varane really played very well against Aston Villa, and the best way to reward them is to award them another second game and put Harry Maguire on the bench. These are things that are literally changing at Manchester United, because during the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era, he would even force a player onto the pitch when he's injured. That's why you've seen the likes of Bruno Fernandes looking like they're worn out, because they've been played a lot. They've played so much football in there, and that's why you see them, the Rashfords of this world, injuries have been on and off, because the manager used to play them game in, game out. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for you. But the beauty of Ralf Rangnick, he has really come out and shown us some balls in here today by doing this. What has he done? He has gone ahead to drop the captain of the team onto the bench. Returning from injury, there is no way you return from injury and you go straight into the team. Remember that game of Leicester City. Do you know why we lost that game? It's because of favoritism at Manchester United. Not playing Eric Bailly with Rafael Varane, and you bring in Harry Maguire, who is not even 50% fit in there, playing him into that position, and he costed the team. He costed the team. You remember that Iheanacho goal that we conceded? It was because of Harry Maguire. In that game we conceded 4, but out of the 4, 3 of them were goals because of Harry Maguire. You get? So I really feel like this is another achievement at Manchester United that Ralf Rangnick has really taken on to see to it that he really changes everything at Manchester United, because this is not something that we are used about for the past 3 years. Because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, ever since coming at Manchester United, he has been really favoring some players, because there is no way you tell me that if I told you that a right manager, you cannot bench Harry Maguire. You have to bench him when he performs bad, bench him and bring in Eric Bailly. That's why you've seen rumors that Eric Bailly is going to leave a team which goes by the name of Manchester United to go to AC Milan. It looks like AC Milan is the ideal destination for Eric Bailly because of what the manager is really doing in there. So I really feel like when Eric Bailly comes, he's really going to get some playing time in there, because I really feel like a very good rotation is really going to be taking place between Manchester United players in there, as done by the manager who goes by the names of Ralf Rangnick in there for you. So kudos to Ralf Rangnick. Another plus to Ralf Rangnick is him going back to a 4-2-3-1 in there. So because you are Ralf Rangnick, the style of play that you want at Manchester United does not favor most of your players in there, and it looks like they are learning slow, because the manager himself came out and really confirmed it that they look like they are learning, but they are learning slowly in there. Having confirmed that it's a slow learn for these players at Manchester United, what does a good manager does? A good manager sits down and tells them that, please, all right, let's go back to a 4-2-3-1 as we try to do the best for the team in there. But I think we are really going to see the best attributes of Bruno Fernandes. We are really going to see Mason Greenwood. We are really going to see Elanga in there. And I really feel like this is the best system that United can play better, because you cannot really go to a team like Aston Villa with the pace and form they've been having in their previous matches and the press that they use, and you go with a 4-2-2 that they've not yet mastered in there. Though at Old Trafford, he went in for it, but all in all, it was not all that effective, because Villa had chances to kill off the game, but the best way to block them from really getting chances that they got at Old Trafford is playing a system that these players have been playing for the previous three years. I think even Mourinho was playing sometimes a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-3-3 in there. So that's the best way to do it at Manchester United. So I really feel like this is the very good juncture that United has been waiting for. And when you look at other people that have really come in, Alex Telles is in to play left back for Luke Shaw in there. We wait and see, but most of the times he really came back. He never looked bad. That is a player who goes by names of Luke Shaw in there for you. When you look at Elanga, I'm excited about Elanga because he has really impressed the manager a lot. Why is Elanga into the team? Why is he starting? I think Anton Martial would have started this game, but he really told the manager, I really want out of this team. That's what Anton Martial really came out and told the manager, and the manager also respected him and said, you are going to train with us, but there is no way you are really going to step onto the pitch, because if you want to go out of Manchester United and play anywhere, that means you don't have the love for Manchester United in there. So Anton Martial's loan to Sevilla is off, and we hear Juventus is in, and we don't know which other team is really going to come up for him. But I will feel like in such circumstances, a player like him should have brought in, because saying that I really want to go for loan does not mean that I don't want to play for Manchester United. He wants to play, but he's not getting enough time or playing time at Manchester United. So Elanga gets one of the chances to come in and start and play himself well and announce himself under the Ralf Rangnick era, because each and every manager has been at Manchester United, there is a player, a young player that has really announced himself, that has really announced his arrival at Manchester United under that manager. I remember under David Moyes, we had Januzaj. Januzaj came through and announced himself in there. And Louis van Gaal, we had a couple. We had Jesse Lingard, we had Jesse Lingard and Rashford. Yeah, those made their announcements and their arrival clear at Manchester United under the regime of a manager who goes by the names of Louis van Gaal. The other player from the academy, young player that really made an announcement of his arrival under Jose Mourinho, was Gomez. Angel Gomez. I remember I think Angel Gomez came in through in the game. We are playing the last game when who was sacked? Angel Gomez announced himself under Ryan Giggs because Ryan Giggs was the caretaker manager. Those 3 games that he coached after David Moyes was sacked, Angel Gomez comes in through and scored. Angel Gomez came in under Mourinho. I remember here it was under Jose Mourinho. In there, Mourinho brought him through the last game of the season, and Angel Gomez played very well and scored. The player that made a very big mark in their statement of his arrival at Manchester United, especially at Old Trafford, was Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay and Tuanzebe, they made their statement arrivals at Manchester United under Jose Mourinho. Now, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it has been Brandon Williams, but the most sounding name that has really made his announcement has been a player who goes by names of Mason Greenwood. Don't forget another player who goes by the names of Dean Henderson in there, because he was really loaned away and he came in through, and almost last season he really was in goal in many of the games, especially those of the Premier League. And you know, if you start in the Premier League, that means you are the number one choice starting goalkeeper for the team in there. Now, under Ragnick, we saw glimpses of Elanga under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but I think Elanga has really gotten a better chance because of his physique and energy and his work rate. And just know the attributes of Ralf Ragnick. Even if you are talented and you are not really hard working onto the pitch, there is no way he's going to pick you. We all know that in there. That is Ralf Ragnick in there for you. But the big question remains into this team. When will a player who goes by the name of Danny Van Beek get a starting career? When will he be favored? Paul Pogba is away. Scott McTominay is away. And again, he is not started into this game. What did he do to this team? Yet, they are really telling him that you have to start Manchester United. That's what Ralf Ragnick goes in to tell him. So I will feel like it's better to really let this guy go, because we aren't going to use him anymore in there. I'm trying to really know what the manager is saying about the players that are really absent. Ragnick has said that Ronaldo is out with a hip flexor injury and couldn't train on Friday. That's it, remember. So that confirms the news that Ronaldo got out of training. He didn't complete the training and really went back home in there. Then he says, Ragnick on putting Maguire on the bench. Harry was out for 2 weeks. He doesn't have any problem anymore, but I decided to keep the 2 center backs from the cup game in there. So you've heard it all. He kept Harry Maguire out of the 2 cup games in there for you, and it really feels like he should rest him and really get him back fit on the pitch, because if you hurry him back, that means you've solved nothing. You've solved nothing in there, because all in all, what you are really all after is winning this one game and don't thinking about the entire season. That's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was all about. He never planned for tomorrow. He always planned for the other game, for the game that was going to play at that particular moment. That's why you saw most players coming on the pitch injured. And Ragnick says, in the first instance, results are most important. We know that the table looks like, and the pressure is on us to win games. Hopefully, we can get the 3 points tonight in that. We really put up the pressure onto other teams in there. He continued and said, in some areas we can do better. It is an easy way. It's an away game. We know they are a flexible team with a lot of rotations. We worked on this in training, and I'm positive we can do even better than Monday. Yeah, of course, I really feel like United is really going to put up a better performance than they put out on Monday. Reason, the formation has changed. United is playing a 4-2-3-1 in there. So I really feel like we are really going to come up and do the needful against them. But it's not going to be an easy game, but I really fancy United to go in and get us the 3 points in there, because nothing at all is really going to stop Manchester United from coming up and winning this game of football in here at the Villa Park. Though very many people really have come out and really say no in there, that things are not really going to happen that way. I've seen very many staunch Manchester United fans saying that we don't expect a result in there. I really expect a result in there. It's not going to be a result of a margin of very many goals in there, but I really feel like United is here to win. Flaunting a 4-2-3-1 shows you that Rangnick has put his guards up and he wants really to go in and win this game of football as United plays a side which goes by names of Aston Villa. So your prediction is welcome to the comment section below. Which team do you think is winning this one? I think United is winning this one by 2-1 in there. And remember, the good thing with United is we no longer concede lots of goals. Ever since Rangnick came in through, we've conceded only 2 goals. 1 against Newcastle and 1 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Those are the only 2 games that United have come up and conceded. And we are seeing a better United defensively and we aren't conceding goals in there. So that's one of the things that he really ticked when he really came out and said that United has been conceding lots of goals. There is no way you concede 2 goals against Arsenal. You concede 2, you concede 3. Even if you win 4-3, you're conceding so many. That means the day that you don't really score those goals, your team will be up for a beating in there. So United coming up with a 4-2-3-1 is a statement that Rangnick really wants this win. That's why he has really resorted to a system that these players have been playing for the previous, how many years? Previous 3 years in there. That's what we had for you here onto the Manchester United Matters channel. Thank you for watching in. We are really going to come back with a match reaction in there when the game is done, and we will be live again in here. I'm out. My prediction 2-1 in favor of Manchester United.